My decision to join Sears Holdings and the Build program was mainly driven by my internship experience here, which was also through the Build program. One of the things I found was that the company was really willing to listen and make changes, though it was still coming from an intern, and that was really impressive. An example of that would be based on some of the suggestions I, as an intern, made. The entire warehouse operations, the outbound operations across the nations were changed. So that's something that really impressed me, because here is a really big company willing to listen to an intern who's making a good business case and then execute on it. So that's what made me come back. And during the whole internship, I received tremendous amount of support from my colleagues, from my bosses, and I had a lot of fun working with the team I'm working with. So it was an easy no-brainer, in fact, to come back to Sears Holdings. I work for the product quality team within home services, and one of the things that keeps me in the job right now and keeps me interested in growing is, as part of my role, I not only get to work with the supply chain group, but I also get to work with product development and a lot of other groups within Sears Holdings. So what that means is where I'm learning the operations and supply chain part of the business, I'm also getting to learn product development and branding and all the other skills which an MBA and possibly a future leader needs to learn. So it's exciting work, and given the breadth of things that I need to take care of, I keep learning and getting challenged every day. The ideal candidate for the Build program and for SHC in general in a leadership role, I think, would be someone who is a go-getter and is self-driven. Because yes, though you will get a lot of direction in terms of what you need to do, but at the end of the day, I think it's up, given the diversity within the company, given how huge the business is, it's up to you to figure out where all the moving pieces are, and then drive yourself and influence others to make the changes that need to be made. So you need to be very self-driven, and you need to be someone who thinks of the business case well and is able to present it and influence people to execute on it. So those I think would be the qualities of an ideal candidate for the Build program. In the Build program, I think in terms of development, even before you look at exposure to leadership, is exposure to your peers and what they're doing within the businesses. You get to talk to them, you get to find out what they're doing. That adds and that really quickens the learning process for you in terms of what everybody else is doing and what the moving parts to the business are. In terms of exposure to senior leadership, very regularly you get to have sessions with the senior leaders wherein they come in, they talk to you in open fora where you can ask them any question you want. So all in all, you get a good mix of listening to your peers and finding out about their experiences and getting to learn from them, and also getting the viewpoint from the senior leadership as to where the company is headed and why it's headed that way strategically.